So Colette, just one question really, what don't you like about your hair?
Conditioning it, it's ages. Everybody thinks curl's fantastic, but in fact it takes up to an hour to wash it and even longer to condition it.
Right. So if I show some really good tips on getting it lovely conditioned
Yeah.
and shiny and
dressing it,
and dressing it today, that'd be great.
Okay, thanks.
Fantastic. So first thing we're going to do, Colette, is apply a conditioning gloss colour to the hair. This is going to be a little bit like a treatment, but what we know is that hair that is not flat or is less light reflective. So to get shine, to use everything possible to enhance that. So we're going to put colour, and this is going to be on 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so what we've done, Colette, is taken that gloss colour off, used these curl boosting shampoo and conditioner. They're specifically heavy in moisture because curl is in the hair is like an elastic band and it requires moisture to get a beautiful refined curl without any frizz. So they're quite low on protein. It's a mistake a lot of people do make because curly hair does tend to feel drier, and that's to do with the texture of the hair, not the fact the condition is dry. So now I'm using this curl refiner, and this is like a leave-in conditioner almost. Okay, so I'm applying it to my palms of my hands, almost like a hand cream, and actually just doing subsections of the hair just to make sure that I get it evenly coated. When I get round the front and I've got very little left on, what we want to do is just smooth it over that front hairline. With curly hair types, we tend to get a lot of little frizzies there, and we want to sort of smooth those down. Okay. So use small amounts at a time, all over your hands again like a hand cream, and then work it through the hair. It just ensures that you get even distribution of product through the hair, making sure you get those little perimeter frizzes around the hairline. Okay, so I'm using this Ringlet 07 from Redken. It's a curl protector, and it's got a medium hold. You've got very, very strong curl that has a great tendency to frizz, so I'm just going to boost the hold strength of this with a little bit of enamel gel, another Redken product. This enamel gel has an amazing sort of paint and leather sort of finish to it, so it will give that sort of beautiful shine that we want to get from sort of curly hair. I'm just going to blend those two products together, just in the same way over the palms of my hands, and the same principle as before. I'm layering it through the hair, small areas at a time, to make sure we get good distribution and those little frizzes through the top. With curly hair, preparation is what it's all about, because blow drying we're going to keep to a minimum. Okay, so the product has been applied evenly throughout the hair, and I've just taken a section at the bottom a couple of inches thick. The trick with this is the more hair that you enrope, and this is the technique, as you dry the hair, the bigger the sections, the looser the curl will be. So the smaller the sections, the tighter the curl. I'm just going to pick up such squarish sections and just twist them through to the end. And this enroping technique, what it will do is make sure all those little fluffy hairs are enroped in, because that's what naturally a curly hair wants to do. It wants to spin round on itself. So we're assisting that, and it will guarantee that we'll get a very nice finish to the curl. And literally, you don't have to be too specific with the size of the section. Obviously, bear in mind the more hair, the softer the curl, the small amount of hair will give a tighter curl. slight variations in the size will give a more natural end result, and that's what we want from the hair. So it's something really easy that you can do yourself. You don't need a mirror to see the back, you can do it on feel. What's amazing about this technique is all those sort of products that you're loading onto your hair that you want to achieve that sort of smooth end result. This is really the key. Yes, products make a huge difference to the end result and how shiny and how durable it is, but most importantly it's this enroping that allows the hair to sit in its natural form, into its pure, almost pre-Raphaelite sort of form.
So the days of scrunch drying are not really, it's not really recommended.
Scrunch drying is very, very good if you want to create increased volume in the hair, because it removes the weight from the hair while drying. Now, when you look at the kind of looks that we're going for at the moment, fashion-wise, it's a little bit more sort of flatter towards the roots, a little bit more of an elongated curl. It has quite a 50s glamour to it, I would say. In effect, once this is done, as you will see, we're not going to do anything at all to it. In fact, the less we actually do to it, the better the end result. Because the great thing about curly hair, once it's dried, if we dress it out correctly, we can create as much volume as we require. So, I'm finishing the hair off with an antifreeze shiner, just to help seal in those products and stop the hair from fluffing up. Same principle as before, a small amount. This time we're just going to literally work it through the strands of hair and just start with our fingers just to separate, to get those curls to really sort of form beautifully and to start creating a little bit of bulk. You see the hair is dried slightly flatter with the twisting method that we've done. To really work that shiner through and just separating it off to create lovely sections. So literally a spot that size. It's a very concentrated product. We're just allowing those curls to just freeform, separate, nice and curly, but without frizz. Obviously, the more I separate the curls, the tighter the curl will appear, or the more volume that I will achieve. The most important thing is that the hair is very, very dry before you do this. If the hair is slightly damp, you will get the hair fluffing up. And the great thing about this technique is, you know, it's about less work, not more work. So really, really don't touch the hair while it's drying. Allow the curls to take form by itself, and then literally using this product just to get the shape and quantity of curls you require. So what we're going to do is to take this lovely naturally curly hair and just give it another dimension. We're going to use some wide ceramic stylers. I'm taking a really quite substantial section, probably about an inch by an inch square, placing the irons on at the roots, twisting and pulling the hair through just to smooth it out, just get a bigger, softer curl texture. This is a great thing to have at home, especially when you've got hair that's a couple of days old and you really want to revive it and you haven't got the time to be shampooing and conditioning all over again. And I'm just finishing off and separating the curls with a little bit of Vinyl Glam, which is a gloss shine spray, just to enhance the separation and the texture created. 5 minutes, completely different look, and a great way to sort of transform your hair midweek without having to sort of rely on shampooing and conditioning it again.